Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're having a good day. Well, welcome to my learning presentation on how to better prepare yourself for a job interview. As we know that going in for a job interview is never an easy task. However, there are several steps that you can take either before and after the interview to ensure that you leave a great impression on your potential employer. Let's take a few minutes to review these steps. Okay, so the very first step would be review the job description. It is important for you to review the job description that you applied for is so you can take a look at your qualifications, your experience, your expertise, and be able to fit yourself in that role. So this way it will make it easier for you during the interview process to be able to answer questions that the hiring manager will be asking you. And then second, following that, very important for you to research the company. The reason for that, to research the company is this way you will have a better understanding of the company culture, their vision, and their core values. So this way you can see yourself if you fit the culture at this company, and you can actually see yourself or picture yourself working for such company. So next we have a couple of steps to keep in mind, starting with common interview questions. It's very important that you investigate some of the commonly asked questions that are out there generally, so this way you can consider your answers towards them. The key point here is to answer just enough information and try to stay away from giving too much information. Try not to sound too scripted, and it's best practice to sound as natural as possible during the interview process. And then what we come down to is why it is crucial to take notes. You have to take notes during researching the job description, researching the company, and during the interview process, so this way it will help you generate some questions ahead of time and also during the interview process. One of the biggest pet peeve I have when I'm interviewing some candidates is when I ask them, do you have any questions? And their response is, I don't have any questions. You always should have questions to ask the hiring manager. This way, anything you came across, again, going back to job description, company research, or during the interview process, you'll be able to ask those questions here when the hiring manager will ask you, hey, do you have any questions? And you can go ahead and speak then. Lastly, now we have self-presentation. So we all know that a smile goes a long way. So it's very important that you put on a smile from the time you walk into the company building and throughout the interview process. No matter who you meet and who you get introduced to, always make sure you're smiling. Then comes how to dress for the interview. It's best advised to go the professional way, where for us females we can maybe wear a nice slacks, a nice blazer, or even a nice dress. For males, it's always best for you guys to wear a nice suit with a tie and dressy shoes. For both men and women, try to make sure you're well groomed, and also try to have some sort of like a note-taking folder where you have that on you to take notes during the interview. And then comes practicing your voice. Try to avoid and stay away from type of gestures and stick strictly to actual words that you're speaking throughout the interview session. And then something that I pay attention to with candidates is how well they have their handshaking practice. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show us what a firm handshake is and what type of a handshake that we shouldn't do during a interview process. So I have my coworker Carrie over here. This is how you want to do a firm handshake. Hi Carrie.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
How's it going?
Good.
Okay, and the following is what you do not want to do as far as handshaking goes. Hi Carrie.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, great.
Hope you have a good day.
You too.
So as you can see, the first one was a firm handshake. It shows that you have confidence. The second one, you kind of don't want to be there. And then lastly comes your body language, how you are sitting. So during the interview session, you want to sit straight, have a good posture, shoulders up. You want to avoid slouching, crossing arms. That's a big no-no. And basically, just present yourself professionally. And that covers pretty much all the steps for how to prepare yourself for an upcoming interview. I hope these steps will help you better prepare yourself for your next interview. One advice I give everyone is pretty much treat a job interview like you would treat a final exam for school. Study the company, study the open position well enough so this way you can prepare yourself to receive a good result towards the end. Remember, during an interview, you're actually selling yourself to the company. Good luck and thank you for watching.